Hi, I'm Kate, one of the co-founders of Halo Aesthetic Agency, and this is the other co-founder, Nicole, and our beautiful business development and operations manager, Rochelle. We look after the aesthetics, wellness, beauty, skin industry in all things back end for your business. We are so excited to be here with ABIC. We're foundational members, and we will be presenting the webinar today.
We are so proud to introduce our incredible business development manager, Rochelle. Rochelle is going to be discussing a topic that is front of mind for most business owners, and that is how to build a business that can run without you. We hope you enjoy these nuggets of business gold. Take it away, Rochelle.
Thank you. I'm just going to set up my presentation, but I want to say thank you to everyone for jumping on, going through today's session, and I hopefully can give you some nuggets of gold, like Nicole said, to help you in your business. So I obviously want to say thank you for having me here today. It's always so great to be able to meet with other people and share information within the aesthetic space. Everyone has such similar journeys when they are in with their business. So today, I really hope resonates with everyone as well, and you get some good information out of it. So, building a business that runs without you. Today, I want to talk about something that's incredibly important for every business owner, building a business that runs without you. At Halo Aesthetic Agency, we live and breathe the aesthetics industry. Between our team, we've been clinic owners, practice managers, skin clinicians, educators, and marketing experts. We help professionals feel seen and supported because we actually know what it's like to be in your shoes. I've personally been in the industry for 21 years. I started out as a skin clinician and have moved my way through business development, education, distribution, and now building the systems behind the scenes for clinics like yours with Halo Virtual Agency. This session is going to be interactive, so no matter what time you are jumping on, you can scan this QR code or keep a notepad handy and follow through the questions as we go. The questions will give you a bit of a snapshot. They will ask some questions that are thought-provoking about your business and things that you can action at the end of it. So let's get right into our first question that I want to ask. And I don't want you to overthink it. I just want you to go with your first instinct. If you had to step away from your business for 2 whole weeks, what's the first thing that would unravel? Without a doubt, whatever came to mind, someone else is thinking and feeling the exact same thing. For a lot of business owners, it's client communication or teams relying on your every decision, booking systems, SOPs. Sometimes it's everything all at once, but that's okay because it's a great place and a great start to work from. There's always pockets that we can start at. At Halo, as mentioned, we work with business owners and teams across the industry every single day. And what we consistently see is businesses that are successful on the outside, but dependent on one person behind the scenes. And that person is almost always you, the business owner. I do say that with absolute respect because your drive and passion is the very thing that built your amazing business that you have today. You have the skills, the standards, the extraordinary relationship building skills, and this is what's gotten you to the level that you're at now. But sometimes those same qualities are also what can keep you stuck and almost hold you hostage inside your own business. We've been working on one-on-one with businesses in the aesthetics space for many years now, 3 years for Halo Aesthetics Agency. What we know, having seen it across many different business models, is that the ultimate achievement isn't being the busiest person in the room. It's having the business that runs so efficiently that it gives you the freedom to put your energy into things you're truly passionate about. So I'd like to present a reframed goal for you to take away and think about. The real goal is building a business that runs exceptionally well without you, without needing you at every single touch point. Which brings us to our second prompt for you to think about today. What is one thing in your business that only you do currently, but deep down you know it shouldn't have to rely on you? What I'm hoping is that naming it out loud or writing it down gives some insight, even like a small amount of insight to a small amount of freedom that could be created in your day. Could be things like responding to DMs, managing inboxes, fixing team issues, little things that sometimes come up quite often, making every final decision or overseeing every step of your client journey. Keeping that in mind, I want us to explore the concept that there are two kinds of roles in every business, the operator and the leader. The operator is elbows deep in the nitty gritty every day, doing, fixing, replying, managing. The leader is designing the business so it can function at a higher level without needing to touch everything or be involved in every step. Which would you say you are sitting at? It's something to think about. At Halo, when clients reach out for support, what we often see, particularly in high-performing clinics, is incredibly capable operators who haven't given themselves the space to fully step into their leadership capacity. And it's because in many ways the business hasn't been able or set up to allow for that space. If you're involved in or relied on for every single decision in your business, you will not have the mental capacity or time to really become the leader and build your business. This is where delegation comes in. One of the most powerful things you can implement, but also is where we see the most resistance. The main pushback is I've tried to delegate, but it didn't work. And almost every time it wasn't the delegation itself that failed, but it was the structure around it wasn't the right fit. Real delegation isn't just handing over a task, it's creating a process around what that task actually is. So when it leaves your hands, the standard doesn't drop because the support systems are in place and it's easy for your team or anyone you hand it over to follow. This is something that you can obviously do internally, build out the processes together with your management team, or externally. Support is great. Obviously, like Halo, we can create the processes and even take over the task completely if required. However, once you get the delegation right, your business will run more self-sufficiently, your team will gain autonomy, and this applies just as much if you're a solo operator as well as working in teams. How do we get this stress-free delegation, seamless delegation? By implementing those systems. And I know the word systems can feel very, I guess, dry and impersonal, especially in an industry as personal as ours, but businesses grow faster when they operate proactively and not reactively. Systems and automations don't make your business less personal. They actually reinforce and protect your standard of care. They ensure your client experience is consistent, your communication is efficient, and your professional standards are upheld whether you're there or not. Because without systems, you are the system. Every decision and issue comes to you, and over time, that creates enormous pressure mentally, physically, emotionally. So, another question I want you to think about is where are you currently making the same repeated decisions or approvals, answering the same questions, solving the same issues over and over? Now, I'd like to walk through 3 systems that will actually make a huge difference in the flow of your business and will help you to find a starting point when sometimes you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed. System 1 is the number one thing we say is automating your client communication. If you stop manually replying to your inbox for 1 week, what would happen? In all honesty, what would happen? Things would pile up. You would fall behind, you would feel flustered, you would miss things, which isn't great for your business, especially being in a client communication industry where we do need to chat with our clients all the time. Without automated systems, you're bombarded by other reactive and priority tasks that come up. It's often the process that gets forgotten that feels very overwhelming. Strong automated communication systems increase conversion rates. They help client retention, client trust, because they know that they're always going to get a response in a timely manner, team consistency, and response speed. Most importantly, it removes the pressure of needing to consistently monitor every communication. The system number 2 is the client experience workflow. And our businesses in the aesthetics industry, clients are who pay our bills and who we are doing what we love for, who we are passionate about, and we want to make sure that they're going to get a good client experience. So a client experience workflow is meaning your business has premium, intentional experiences that are outlined, anyone can easily follow, and clients get consistency and reassurance instead of random reactive messaging, late at night interactions. The highest performing clinics intentionally map every stage of the client interaction, from the initial pre-booking stage through to appointment and checkout, right through to the follow-up journey. This mapping out every stage will create higher client retention, better rebooking rates, stronger trust, more referrals, and a higher perceived value. It also means the experience feels elevated regardless of which team member your client sees. Number 3, so SOPs and procedure manuals. This is something that flows on from number 2. If we want to create those procedures, we obviously need to make sure that we have hard copies, the team is on board, and that we are implementing them in clinic. So SOPs and procedure manuals, this is the system that creates consistency across your business and also allows for audits to make sure that you're keeping up with the current wants, needs, standards of your clients and the industry overall. It is important because your business knowledge shouldn't live just in your head. Many owners will unintentionally become, the walking manual of the business, which becomes very restrictive and time consuming. Having these detailed SOPs and procedure manuals reduce the team dependency on you as the business owner. They improve training efficiency, create consistency in service, the delivery, increase accountability, and protect the business standard. It's also what allows delegation for you to actually work effectively. Is there something in your business that only one person knows how to do properly? And is that process written down somewhere? So if you or that one person do become unavailable, someone else is able to do it or learn how to do it quickly if required. This is, SOPs and procedure manuals are the system that most owners don't realize they're neglecting, especially if we assume it only applies to businesses with team members. It absolutely applies to solo business owners too, contractors, independent operators. You cannot lead strategically if you are constantly operating reactively. All of this leads to something we hear and talk about with business owners on a day-to-day basis at Halo Aesthetics Agency. And that is constantly, they're always talking about freedom. So in our industry, freedom tends to get painted as the big things, the more income, more flexibility, more time off. And yes, those things matter, but freedom overall is often much smaller than that. Real freedom is not needing to check your phone every 5 minutes. It's not being the only person who can solve a problem. Knowing your business won't completely crumble the second you walk away. It's the certainty that clients are cared for and being looked at at your standard, even when you're not personally overseeing every touch point. Because somewhere along the way, many business owners become so deeply embedded in every moving piece that they lose the space to actually enjoy what they've built. And this is where we need to reimagine growth. It isn't just more clients or more revenue. Real growth looks like stronger and smarter systems, better use of your time, and a business model that actually supports you instead of draining you. So, if there's one thing I would like you to take away from today, it is this. You do not need to be everywhere for your business to be exceptional. It's okay to automate. It's okay to delegate. It's okay to step back from the tasks that someone or something else can handle for you. That's what finally frees you up to give you your time and energy to what genuinely lights you up and moves your business forward. If you feel ready for some external support or guidance, that's exactly what we love to do at Halo. Build the structure, the support, the systems, the behind the scenes, so you don't have to carry everything on your own. And yeah, overall, you can obviously do this internally, like we mentioned, and we can also help as well. There's many ways and procedures that you can implement. So if you are stuck or you would like a discovery call or anything, just a bit of guidance that we can help with, we are only ever a little DM on our website away. You can find all of that. But if you do have any questions as well after my little session today, I do want to say please leave a comment. And what we'll do is we'll send you a little quick video back to answer your question. You can also get in touch via our website and Instagram. And I want to say scan your QR code here if you haven't already and you weren't following through. Put through the questions and we will actually send you through a free support and strategy plan valued at $110 and also a discovery call as well. So thanks for jumping on, for listening and being the kind of business owners who are willing to grow. Here's to creating your freedom and taking lunch breaks in 2026. Thank you, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day.